Well, good morning, traders. It's Perry Wilkie with StartUpTrading.com. It is 8 minutes till 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, or April 1st. Sorry, I really do know what month it is. So, normally we'd be all into talking about, non-farm payroll come out, a little bit hot this morning. We're going to have JP on the mic from 11:25 to God knows when, and that would be normally the volatility event of the week. But no one can upstage our president. So there we go. So after that, we're gonna have a little bit of news here and there, not a lot, and then keep in mind markets are oversold. That doesn't mean diddly squat. Markets can stay oversold for a long period of time. Um, so uh, it just means that things are going to be more vicious, and I just don't even know how that could be, to be honest with you. So as we look back at yesterday's action, 550 to 562 half on the Qs, uh, basically 536 536, sorry, on the SPY up to 550, so a 14-point range there. And then the cash market, the SPX, 5,400 up to 5525 were the numbers for yesterday. We repaired some poor structure. If we look at what the auction did for us, and again, we're nowhere near yesterday's auction, so I don't know. But like I said yesterday, why dwell in the past? We had underwater trades, and I always say with these underwater trades, uh, it's up to the bears, right? The pressure's definitely on the bears at that point, but I don't know if the bears really have any pressure on them. They got so much help at this point in time in life. So, but those are your markers above or below, and we'll just and they're right around unchanged because we closed at the bottom of the session. And then we have some excess and A on the ES, the Nasdaq, and the Russell. The Dow was left out of that mess, and we also have a closing spike low. So uh, I usually don't like to put two lines on the same chart that are the same color for the same day in the same style, but basically this lower line that's below value area low on the, everything except for the Russell. If we start getting back above there, that's where everyone from yesterday is going to want their money back. You might just want to sit on your hands for a minute or whatever. Be cautious with shorts, but I have a hard time believing we're ripping through that. But stranger things have been known to happen. But that's and we might not even sniff that level today. Who knows? I did update positioning. I moved it down to around where we're trading now. Uh, for today, uh, 520 has the most, or 420 on the Qs has the most gamma. We're trading 440, so that would be another 800 points down. Not saying that's off the table because I don't know. Uh, but there's really no other huge marker for today for the Qs. If we look at the SPY, it's kind of the same way. 490 is the biggest marker to the downside, and that would be another 325 points down. I don't think it's really going to happen, uh, but you never know. To the upside, and maybe we should see if there's anything upside on the doesn't look like there's anything upside on the Qs that we need to worry about. To the upside for the SPY, I would say 530 is your first marker. That would be about 54 points higher than we're currently trading on the ES right now. And then you could go up another, you know, I would say call them 50 points at a time, 535, 540, and then there's no way I don't think we can get past 545 for the day. And then looking at the beautiful cash market, 5100 has the most gamma for this week and next week for the little area we're in. Again, that would be, we closed at 5,400 yesterday. So that would be a 300-point decline from yesterday's close. But we're already halfway there. We're at 132 points down from yesterday's close. So it'd just be another 170 points down. So what's that between good friends, right? Um, so as we look at really where we're at. I mean, we closed up here. This looked like we were really far away from all this distribution, right? And I said, we're on an impulse move down. So voila, we're gonna open up, right? If we were to open up where we're at right now, we have come down. We touched this, almost touched this 52.05, the low in the overnight session. For the ES is 52.10 quarter. So keep in mind there's an untested point of control at 52.05 yet, and that goes back to August 5th of last year is the last time we traded that point of control between the bells. And then the one that is now above us that we skipped past is from August 12th of last year, and that's at 53.67. So there's, just as a good a possibility, to be honest with you, that we stay between this 5,200 and 53.67 for a lot of today's session, and we might not touch either one of them during the bells. Getting below 5,200 is just gonna, that's 50, 60s right on the in the line, and I think that gets you that 5,100 potentially in the cash market. Um, so I think you would have to trade about uh, 50, 51 on the ES for the cash market to hit uh, 5,100. And, that's only if, the VIX is skyrocketing, which it could be. It's holding a pretty good sequence at this point right now. It's almost coming back to its midpoint. If you put Jack's day frame indicator on the /VX, you got a great area to know when you should probably not be in your longs anymore, or to start looking for a new short potentially. So overnight action, 224.5 points on the ES. What do you say? Uh, and then as we look at where we are right now, we went down and touched 4A for the NASDAQ and the ES. And again, the title of my video is Participation is Optional. I did wake up early because things are going on. I traded a little bit with the Euro sessions. Then I went back and took a nap. Luckily, I was taking a nap when we had the China news, retaliatory news come out. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to trade anymore today. I've had a great week, one of my best weeks in a long time. And I just don't really want to ruin that going to the weekend by ruining a good week. So I'm gonna sit around, watch the market. Uh, I'm not gonna trade while Powell is on the open mic. I might take a few trades between 10:30 and 11 if I take any today. And then we'll see. I might, glance back at the market in the afternoon around 1:30, 2 o'clock to see if there's any thing I want to trade for. And I'm looking at basically just trading maybe 30, 35 minutes at a time, uh, both late morning kind of before Powell, and probably between somewhere between 1:30 and 3:15 would be the other window I would do. I want to be out of everything by 3:15, and I want to be out of everything about 10 after 11 before Powell today as well. I hope this helps. I hope this information finds you well. And then just watch these markers that are on the grids to see if they're reactive. I mean, we haven't been down here since last August, so uh, funny enough, usually these levels still are fairly true. They're either totally ignored or they're respected, and we'll find out soon which it is. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll see what Jack's looking at, and I'll talk to you on Monday.